Hello guys, welcome to this new class. Today is we are going to talk about expressions for purpose. Purpose with to, in order to, and so as to. Use to or so as to and in order to express purpose in affirmative form. For example, he's looking for a part-time job to save money back. She wakes up early in order to be on time to work. They visit him so as to offer their condolences for the death of his wife. Both of, well, all of them, so they three express purpose. So you have an action or a person that needs to do something is doing something to a purpose to have that something have a purpose, and then we use so as not to or an in order not to express purpose but in negative form. Let's see some examples. They woke up early in order not to be late. She exercises regularly so as not to get fat. He helped the new policewoman so as not to fail in her first mission. So it's basically the same, but this time in the negative form. Okay? Purpose with so that. You can also express purpose with so that. In this case, you generally need to use a modal. Let's go to see some examples. He turned down the music so that he wouldn't disturb the neighbors. He got a visa so that he can travel to the United States. He decided to stay in England for a while so that he could participate practice his English. So if you realize after so that always we have a modal verb. Wouldn't, can, and could. Purpose with for. Purpose can be also expressed with by using for. For may be followed by either a noun or a verb, but that verb have to always be ing form. For example, I stopped there for a chat. This mop is for cleaning the floor. So when you use for with a verb, as I told you before, that verb always have to be in ing. And when you use for plus a verb ing, you is because you are talking about the function of the object. In this case, you are talking about the function of this mop. Okay? Now, expressions that shows contrast. However, despite, therefore, and although. It's going to see the first one. However. However contrasts a sentence against the preceding sentence. However often begins a sentence. It is followed by a comma. For example, we had a small drop in sales last month. However, we are still above the plan. We invited 100 customers to the presentation. However, only about 50 came. Okay? If you see, you have two clauses. You have the first one that is a completely different sentence. So it could be just a sentence, And we have this one that is another one. And you join these two sentences by this word, however. And you always have to put a comma after however. So to show that you have a contrast, okay, you have this sentence, and to show the contrast you have this other completely different sentence. Okay, we invited 500 customers to the presentations, however only about 15 came. Despite of and in spite of, they express a contrast between two things. They are both more common in writing than in speaking. Despite is a little more formal than in spite of. We usually use in spite of and is despite with a noun. For example, he got the job in spite of his prison record. John's company is doing extremely well despite the recession. So if you see, when we use in spite of, when we use despite, we have a noun. And despite is a little more formal than in spite of. We can also use in spite of and despite with ing. He was very fast in spite of being terrible overweight. They arrived late despite leaving in plenty of time. Now let's going to talk about although. Although is used for introducing a statement that makes the main statement in a sentence seem surprising. Although the sun was shining, it wasn't very warm. Although small, the kitchen is very designed. Okay, well, guys, that is it for today. You can practice these expressions by following the links that I'm going to upload to your lesson. Bye bye.